You have felt this in your heart for a long time, even if you couldn't explain it. Today, that feeling is being confirmed. Your intuition was guiding you correctly. There is a message meant for you. It comes from someone deeply connected to you, your soulmate. They have been asking God for help to pass this message on because they didn't know how to say it themselves. These are the words they couldn't speak out loud, even though their heart has been wanting you to hear them. This moment is not random. You are receiving this message for a reason. You are here because you kept your heart open, even when it was painful. Every tear you cried in private, and every quiet prayer you spoke was seen and heard. You were never ignored or forgotten. The person you feel deeply connected to has been facing a serious inner struggle. They have been searching for answers and asking for guidance, trying to understand if you are truly meant to be part of their life. If you felt distance or emotional coldness from them, it was not because they didn't care. They were going through a time of deep personal growth. In private moments, they have been asking for the strength to accept a love that feels powerful and real, and that also scares them. Now, the clarity they were seeking is finally coming. This is an important moment where their searching and your patience come together. This connection is not temporary or based on imagination. It goes much deeper than that. It is something meaningful and lasting, formed long before you met. What you feel is not ordinary. It is strong, steady, and built on a truth that time and distance cannot break. They now feel certain about what they want. They are finally ready to take the place they believe they are meant to have in your life. Recently, they dreamed about you again, but this time, it felt different. It wasn't just a random dream. It felt meaningful, like a sign pointing them toward their future. When they woke up, their heart felt heavy, filled with both longing and understanding. They are exhausted from waiting and from trying to ignore the strong pull that always leads them back to you. The feelings they have kept inside for months are now ready to come out. They have been silent for a long time, carrying emotions they didn't know how to express. But being away from you has become too painful to bear. They asked for guidance, hoping for a way to let you know they are moving towards you. They want you to understand that they were sincere all along and that what they felt was real and deep. You are not wrong for feeling this strong connection. You are not imagining how meaningful it feels. Real love connects people on a deep, inner level. Right now, that person feels drawn to you in a way they can no longer ignore. They don't want to offer empty promises. They want to bring you real peace through their actions. They are preparing to be consistent, dependable, and committed to choosing you every day, not just with words, but with effort. There is a belief that when someone asks for help with honesty, guidance comes. Because they finally reached out with complete truth, things are beginning to move forward for them. The clarity you've been waiting for is closer than ever. They have been asking for help so you can truly understand their heart. Because they know they were not always clear before. They realize their silence caused confusion and that their distance felt hurtful to you. That was never their intention. What you didn't see was the inner struggle they were facing. They needed time to grow and become ready for the love you offer. That time apart was meant to prepare them, not to push you away. They needed time to grow and learn so they could come to you with honesty and integrity. Now things are becoming clear, and they are stepping into the role meant for this meaningful connection. Your patience and loyalty during difficult times are finally being rewarded with a love that truly fits who you are. Take a moment now to open your heart and accept this message. You can show your agreement by writing a short message in the comments, such as "I received this message." This small action is a way of saying that you are open and ready for positive changes to happen in your life. If you want to continue receiving messages like this and not miss future updates, you can choose to follow or subscribe to this channel. Doing so shows that you are committed to your personal growth and ready for the next stage of your life. They tried for a long time to ignore what they were feeling. They kept themselves busy with other people and different goals, hoping it would help. But nothing replaced the emptiness they felt when you were not around. Whenever they tried to move forward, thoughts of you returned, and your presence stayed in their heart. Eventually, they stopped resisting. They admitted they could no longer run from these feelings. They asked for guidance and said that if you were truly meant to be in their life, they were ready to be shown the right path. This message is the answer to that moment of honesty. It shows that your story together is not finished. Nothing in your life is happening by accident. Even listening to these words right now has meaning. Deep down, you sensed that something important was coming, which is why letting go never felt possible. Your soulmate is going through a time of deep personal and spiritual growth. They have been having strong dreams and moments of insight that wake them at night and make them reflect deeply. These experiences are pushing them to want to make things right and to build a lasting future with you, one that goes beyond just the present. They never meant to hurt you or delay coming together. They were overwhelmed by how serious and meaningful this connection felt. They didn't know how to handle a love that carried so much purpose and responsibility. Over time, they have come to understand that this connection is about more than romance. It is about healing, growth, and becoming better people together. They are now letting go of anything that is not real or meaningful. They are turning away from distractions that once pulled them away from you. They see you clearly now and understand that you are worth the risk and the commitment. This love has been tested. It has survived hard times, silence, and distance. And because of that, it is returning stronger than before, ready to grow in a deeper and more powerful way. Do not be surprised if they contact you or even appear in your life again. When they speak, their words will carry deep meaning and clarity. The emotional weight they have carried for a long time is finally lifting, and the message they have been holding inside has reached the person it was always meant for you. What they are feeling right now is stronger than they ever expected. For a long time, they tried to push these feelings away. They thought staying busy or connecting with someone else might make things easier. They looked for relationships that felt simpler and required less emotional effort. But no matter where they went or who they met, nothing felt right. Thoughts of you stayed with them, and your presence returned to their mind during quiet moments. Over time, they realized that no one else could replace what they felt with you. You stood out in a way no one else did. Each time they tried to move on, memories of you returned, pulling at them deeply and reminding them of the connection they could not forget. This was more than a passing attraction. It was a deep feeling they could no longer ignore. Eventually, they reached a point where running from the truth was no longer possible. In a quiet and difficult moment, they stopped resisting and became honest with themselves. They asked for guidance and said that if you were truly meant to be part of their life, they were ready to stop fighting their feelings and start paying attention to them. This realization overwhelmed them, bringing both relief and a strong desire to make things right. While you were dealing with the pain of their absence, it may have felt like you were being forgotten or replaced. In reality, that time apart was meant to protect what you share. The silence was not a sign that they didn't care. This time apart was not random. It happened so they could grow and change in ways that were truly needed. They needed space to face their fears, let go of old habits, and mature emotionally. That time alone helped them heal so they could one day return with a clear mind and a healthier heart. Right now, they are going through deep personal reflection. They are waking up at night thinking about a future with you and feeling regret for the time that was lost. They are looking honestly at their past mistakes and the ways they may have hurt you. More than anything, they want another chance to show you how much they have changed. They are actively removing distractions and distancing themselves from people and situations that no longer support a meaningful, committed relationship. They are choosing depth and commitment over temporary or shallow connections because they now understand your true value. There is a strong belief that lost time can be restored. This means that the months of silence, the years of distance, and the moments when you felt your love was wasted were not meaningless. Those experiences are being transformed into growth and understanding. What is returning to you is not just the same person from before. It is someone who has grown, become more humble, and is now ready to treat this connection with the respect and care it deserves. Your love was not wasted, and you were not wrong for feeling that there was something more between you. You sensed a deeper truth before they were ready to understand it themselves. Now, they are thinking carefully about what they want to say to you and practicing how to express it honestly. They are afraid they may have waited too long or that you may have already moved on. Still, they feel reassured that the connection between you has not been broken. They want to explain why they pulled away and why they stayed silent for so long. When they finally share the truth, It will bring relief and help release the pain from the past. They are coming to you with honesty that can change everything. This truth has the power to bring healing and shift the direction of your life in a meaningful way. Take a moment to reflect and decide if you are ready for this new chapter. If it helps you feel aligned, you can write a short comment such as, "This message is for me." This is simply a way of saying you are open and ready to receive what comes next. If you want to stay connected to messages like this and continue your personal journey, you may choose to follow or subscribe to this channel. This moment of change is important, and things are moving faster than you might expect. They are preparing to take action and no longer want to imagine a future that does not include you. They now understand that this connection is about more than romance. It has a deeper purpose and meaning for both of your lives. The waiting period is coming to an end because the time feels right for things to move forward. They are preparing to offer a love that has grown stronger through challenges and patience. When they finally accepted how deeply they care about you, everything they thought they knew about their life changed. Many nights, they lay awake, wondering why they couldn't move on the way others seemed to. In the quiet moments, they found themselves thinking of you often, hoping that somehow you could feel how much you still mattered to them. Eventually, they reached a point where staying silent was no longer possible. They wanted you to know that their feelings never disappeared. They were afraid that while they were confused and unsure, you might have forgotten them or chosen someone else. It's important to know that they did try to move forward. They attempted to form other connections and explore different paths, but none of them felt right. No matter what they tried, they couldn't replace what they felt with you. Every time they tried to connect with someone else, it only made them realize how much they missed you. No one else felt comforting or familiar the way you do. No one else carried the same depth and presence. The love they feel for you stayed with them in a powerful and meaningful way because it was never shallow or temporary. No matter what challenges or hardships you both faced, the feelings never disappeared. That connection stayed alive. Now, they have reached a point where they feel fully ready. They are prepared to take steps they were once too afraid to take. They are no longer coming back as the unsure or emotionally unprepared person you once knew. They have grown, learned, and gained clarity. They admitted that they don't want to lose you. The understanding they reached was clear. They could no longer hide from the truth and had to move forward honestly. This message you are hearing now is the result of that realization. If your heart feels warm or calm while listening, it may be because you are already feeling a sense of reconnection. They have replayed conversations in their mind many times, imagining the moment they can finally tell you that their love never faded and that they always knew it was you. They worry that they waited too long or that their silence caused too much hurt. But the feelings became too strong to keep inside. They asked for one more chance to reach you and to make things right. This message is not random. It represents a moment of clarity and a meaningful turning point. The time of waiting is turning into a time of action. When the moment is right, things can move forward quickly. They asked for help with something that felt impossible, and the answer they felt was yes. Even when they tried to ignore their feelings or pretend they weren't real, they could never forget the light and impact you have on their life. Sometimes they see someone who looks like you and suddenly stop because the memory feels so strong and familiar. You are deeply meaningful to them, someone who reflects what they were quietly hoping for, even when they were afraid to admit it. They are closer than you may realize, and the distance that once kept you apart is slowly disappearing. They are no longer hiding or avoiding the truth. What they feel has become too strong to contain. They tried to push these feelings away because they felt overwhelming, but their heart kept leading them back to you. They now understand that you were never just a part of their story, you were central to it. They know there is no one else like you. Take a moment to sit with this truth and allow yourself to believe it. If it feels right, you can express your openness by writing a short comment such as, "I am open to healing." This is simply a way of acknowledging that you are ready to move forward. If you wish to stay connected to messages like this and follow the next steps of this journey, you can choose to subscribe and stay updated. This moment of belief and openness supports the healing that is already happening. They are making real plans to return and rebuild what was damaged. They are not coming back out of loneliness, but because they feel deeply convinced that this connection matters. They have grown and learned that real love is worth the effort. They want a fresh beginning, one based on understanding, growth, and purpose. They have spent a lot of time thinking and reflecting about you, hoping for your healing and well-being. They want to come back as a stronger, more complete person. When they take this next step, it may feel surprising or even miraculous. Their intention is not just to offer a relationship, but a meaningful life together built on respect, care, and shared values.